Check the audio?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, why don't you tell me a story while I check the audio?
Tell you a story.
Any story you got?
Let's see.
I haven't seen you in
I've
2
got
weeks.
Plenty of stories.
Do you?
Why don't you tell me a story?
Because I'm doing something very important.
Well, you were out of town.
I was out of town.
Where were you again?
I was in New York.
New York
Oh,
City.
look at that. We have audio.
Yeah?
Shall I put this on Do Not Disturb?
Could you? If you're not doing too
I'm
much.
not sure I can, but I'll try.
Okay.
It's on Do Not Disturb. Why don't I push that button and
Okay.
I'll get the show?
Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends the world over, thank you for joining us today and welcome to episode number 72 of the Absolutely.
You'd think we would have it down.
We took a week off.
Yeah.
We took a week off.
You took a week off.
I took 2 weeks off.
You did.
Took 1 week off, but that's a 2-week vacation. Shall I continue?
You shall.
72 of the absolutely amazing series known as Butcher Shop Television. Today is Wednesday, August 14th, 2024, and we are broadcasting live from smack dab in the middle of Jacob's Meat Market in Appleton, Wisconsin. My name is Eric, and with me, of course, the star of the show, the man himself, the mayor of Meatville, Mr. Luke Jacobs. Haven't seen you in
Eric,
forever. Nice
how
to be
you
back.
been? That's
I've been
good to have you back.
Great.
Yeah?
Fantastic. Even.
Really?
Then I come back and see you.
Oh,
And I'm even better.
better. Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
And how have you been?
Oh, excellent.
Because truly, we didn't see each other for quite some time.
Truly. We were texting, but
We were texting.
yeah.
You did send some pictures.
I did,
I
yes.
may have sent you some pictures.
You did. Still don't know what they were, but
I was at the Met.
Like the floor mat?
Museum, Met.
Oh,
Museum
Met.
in New York. Yeah.
Okay.
So they had interesting things to photograph.
Oh, okay.
I'll share these.
Apparently, I'll have to go back and look at them then.
You'll have to.
Yeah,
Then
I
I
was
can
wondering
explain
what
what
they
they
were.
were because
Yes.
I took notes.
Okay.
Shall I tell everyone what we're going to do today?
Would you?
We might go over our location.
Mm-hmm.
We might go over news and events. We have a very special guest.
Very special, yes.
guest. I'm going to say who it is.
Oh, you are?
Because it is our representative in the Wisconsin State Assembly, Lee Snodgrass, and she's standing right behind the camera. I can see her.
Look
right
at
now.
that.
Will we go over the meat market mailer?
Absolutely. Yes.
Absolutely. Probably go over the weekly specials. I brought them.
You did?
I brought them.
Thank you.
Special upcoming days, and we didn't have a contest last time.
We didn't.
So you want to do a new one this one?
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
What's your favorite number this week?
Apparently 133
133. What does that mean?
days till Christmas.
Only 133 days. That's right.
yeah.
We're like 4 weeks away from the leaves turning, 8 weeks away from crisp mornings, 12 weeks away from Christmas lights, and 133 days away from Christmas.
Moving right along.
For anyone who may not know, Luke, please tell us where we are.
We are at Jacob's Meat Market in beautiful Appleton,
I've
Wisconsin.
heard of the place.
You have?
I've
What do
been
you
there.
think?
I like it.
You do?
I like it a lot.
You come back often.
I do, don't I?
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Does it
Some
have-
would say too often.
Some would say that.
Yes.
Would you say that?
No,
No,
I wouldn't
but
say
some-
that. No,
some
not
might.
to your face.
Anyway, what's the address?
Yeah, we are at 544 North Law Street on the corner of North Law and East Pacific.
North Law, not South Law.
Correct.
East
it's north
Pacific.
of South
Is there a
Law.
West Pacific?
Yeah. On
Or
the other
does it
side.
turn into something else over
On
there?
the other side of Oneida Street.
Oneida.
Yes.
Is it still Pacific over there?
Sure.
Okay, I'll go check it out.
You think it turns into the Indian?
I don't know, but is it Atlantic that you just stop somewhere?
No. Pacific stops at the railroad tracks, but then it continues on the other side.
As Pacific?
Yes. Sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
I have no news. No birthdays this week?
No birthdays.
No birthdays.
No.
So it's a week off from birthdays.
If you have a birthday, I'm sorry.
Yeah, please let us know
Yeah,
in
we didn't
advance.
get you.
I do have an event.
Yes,
Do you have an event?
I do.
What is your event? It could be
The
my
blood drive.
event.
Oh, it's the same.
That's not this Friday, but a week from this Friday.
Right, the 23rd.
is the blood drive right
Yes.
here at. It's not in the store. It's going to be. They're going
It's-
to bring
yeah.
their blood mobile, right?
Yep.
And it'll be parked next to
Right
the
next to
parking
the
lot.
parking
I
lot,
suppose.
yeah.
I have signed up to donate blood.
Me too.
Have you?
Yes. Along with 13 others.
13. You brought 13 other people with you.
I forced them into it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be there with a camera for.
I think
I'll
you should
try to
oughta.
find out what time your appointment is. and
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's a HIPAA thing. I don't think.
If I had made an appointment already, how could I do so?
If you hadn't made an
If I
appointment,
hadn't already, if I wanted to.
you can go onto their website and then find the blood drive location.
Okay.
Or we have QR codes right here in the store.
Okay.
Or better yet, you can just call them. I think
Or-
their number is 920-738-3131.
I think if you go to jacobsmeatmarket.com, on the very first page there's a link.
Right at the bottom.
Right at the
Yes,
bottom.
yes.
And it takes you right to the page where you can make an appointment.
Right. So I had a login, but I didn't remember my password, so it was just easier for me to call the community blood center and say, there's an event at Jacobs Meat Market on the 23rd. I want to sign up. Yes. Yep.
That's how you did it.
It's way easier than remembering your password. And
I didn't have an account, so when I made my appointment, I didn't have to remember a password. I had to make an account.
Oh, okay.
But it was fairly easy.
Yeah, very easy. Yes.
So I did online. You did by phone.
Yep. Air.
Yeah, by air. But I did make it.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
You know what you're going to get?
No, what?
So you're going to get entered in to win.
Better get a cookie.
You're going to get entered in to win a $250 Jacobs Meat Market gift card.
I'm talking over that. $250?
Yes.
I can't enter that.
You can. You're
Okay.
signed up for the blood
I'm
drive,
signed
right?
up for it.
I think I might win.
You might win.
Yeah,
Okay.
I might. So a $250 Jacobs Meat Market gift card to one lucky entrant. Also, when you're done giving blood, you can have a cookie, free cookie,
that's why I'm
and
there.
a brat as well.
A brat.
Yes.
Raw?
Which is one up. Well, if you prefer
Or
a
are you
raw
gonna
brat.
cook 'em?
Yes, we're going to have a brat fry going
brat
on.
fry.
Yes, so the veterans are going to be here hosting a brat
Okay.
fry.
How
And if you
convenient.
yes, and if you donate
Did you
blood,
arrange that?
maybe.
Maybe? Okay.
Do I not seem that smart, or?
Oh, you do.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It was
We
somebody
got that
else's
on video,
idea,
right?
wasn't it?
No,
No?
not this time.
Not this time.
Not this time. So you get a ticket to get a free brat when you're done donating blood.
And a cookie. I get a cookie.
And a cookie, yes. And
very
probably a
important.
little thing of juice.
Important to me is that cookie.
Yes, apparently.
And
Chocolate chip, or what kind of are you hoping for?
I'm hoping for a cookie.
Oh.
But if I get my druthers, a chocolate chip.
Okay.
But one donator, because they're all entered for a random drawing for
Right.
a $250 gift certificate.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of brats.
That's a lot of
That's a
brats.
lot of
Or
brats.
that's a lot of whatever you'd like to buy for $250.
Yeah.
One lucky donor will get
One
that.
lucky donor. Well, okay. So sign up.
Yes. They are also taking walk-ins as
Right,
well,
you don't
but obviously it's
necessarily
limited
need-
to time.
You don't necessarily need to have an appointment, but
Right.
they like to know what they're expecting.
Correct.
They like
Yes.
to know how many people.
Yep.
But you could do walk-ins. Hopefully
could.
we'll have some walk-ins.
Yes.
I think we should look at the weather.
I think we should. Beautiful day like today.
Oh, that's nice
Is that a
weather we're having.
sunflower over there?
Sure.
Is that real?
That's a real sunflower over there.
Wow. Looks fake. It's so beautiful.
It's so
Did you
beautiful.
even see it?
I see no sunflower. And I don't see any gorillas either. So
Oh, okay. So we're safe.
Did I mention we had a special guest?
No, you didn't. Did
Yes,
you?
I did.
Did you?
I'm sure
I wasn't
did.
listening.
Let me go back
Yes,
through my
you
notes.
did. Okay.
It's the
Okay.
representative in the Wisconsin State Assembly, Lee Snodgrass.
Yes.
We'll be right back. As soon as I can find that button.
What's happening?
We're back.
Oh no.
We didn't have any mics, so now we're going to start.
The whole thing, we're starting again?
Yeah, we're going to start. Lee
Oh my
Snodgrass,
God.
thank you very much for coming. Yeah,
Oh
this
my
is the
God.
great thing about a live podcast. All right.
This reminds me of government. It doesn't always
does.
go as you plan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's government?
Shock.
Really? No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah. Hi.
All right, so starting back over. There were a couple people that said that no audio, so we should have been looking down there. Maybe Eric should have been looking down.
Yeah, I can't see that from here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So what is your role in the government?
Okay. So the state government is similar to the federal government. We have an upper house and a lower house.
Mm-hmm.
The upper house in Wisconsin is the state Senate. The lower house is the state assembly. So I'm kind of like Wisconsin's Congress person.
Okay.
In this district, there
Sure.
are 99 members of the assembly. I am one of 99. I represent the current 57th. And in new maps, which you probably heard, district lines were redrawn. I am in the 52nd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So what does a typical day look like for an assembly person?
It's never typical, but I would say that there's in-session typical days and not in-session typical days. And when I say in-session, that means that I'm required to be in Madison. I'm likely required to be on the assembly floor voting on bills.
Okay.
Or I'm in Madison because I'm in a committee.
Okay.
Each of us are assigned committees, different topics. We hear testimony from businesses, individuals, just random people who have, want to say something about a bill
Sure.
to see if it will become a law. If
Okay.
it passes my committee, it has to pass the Senate committee, and if it passes both committees, it goes to the floor in the Senate and the Assembly. And
Okay.
if it passes both of those, it goes to the governor, and then he either signs or vetoes. If he
Okay.
signs, it becomes law. If he vetoes, it sort of dies.
Okay. Okay. So you are assigned committees that
Yes.
you're okay. So you don't say I'd like to be on this committee or I'd
We
like to be on
can.
that.
We
Okay.
have some say, and
Okay.
sometimes it's like maybe it's a committee that I'm currently on forestry, parks, and outdoor recreation,
Okay.
which is one committee. A lot of that is because this is a very paper industry heavy area, and
Sure.
I have some background in the paper industry,
Okay.
so I asked to be on that because we hear a lot of forestry and paper product and pulp bills.
Sure.
I also love parks and recreation. So
Sure. Yeah.
yeah.
So you are also the sergeant of arms in the minority party.
Yes. Doesn't that sound fancy?
That sounds super fancy. Can you? I mean, this is only not that long of a show, but can you explain a little bit what?
It has nothing to do with the military.
Oh.
The sergeant at arms typically just keeps order. So essentially, when we're in caucus, and caucus is just a fancy word for a closed meeting of just the Democrats or a closed meeting of just the Republicans.
Okay.
That's where we discuss bills and strategy.
Okay.
So when I'm in caucus, I just make sure that if people are upset with each other, they kind of stay cool.
Okay.
I watch the door to make sure people don't come in who shouldn't be in there. And to be honest with you, I deliver a lot of coffees to my colleagues who order meals while we're meeting, and then somebody
You have to
knocks on
meet
the
somebody,
door and
yeah.
I bring that to them.
You have the big gavel then?
I don't have a
Call
gavel.
of war?
I don't get anything fancy. I don't get to salute. Yeah, sorry to disappoint.
You don't get anybody saluting you, you mean?
No, sometimes.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
no,
okay.
none of that.
Okay. So how often do you go to Madison? How often are you in session, or how often
Sure.
are you in
So
meetings?
we are actually. I'm going to be honest with you. We are.
Thank you.
Wisconsin
I
was
appreciate that.
voted one of the least active bodies in legislative bodies in the country.
Okay.
And that is because the assembly calendar is set at the beginning of the year that says these are possibly days that we will be in Madison in session. And the Republicans set the calendar because they're in the majority. And they gavelled us out, meaning they said no more session at the end of February. So since the end of February, I've been focusing on community needs and the other side of a typical day, which is constituent work, getting to know my district, touring businesses, meeting with organizations, et cetera.
Okay.
But I'm in Madison on average, I would say 2 to 3 days a week when we're in session.
Okay.
When we're not in session, there's long spots of time where I don't go down there.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just basically go around here and meet
Yeah.
with businesses and people and see how things are going.
Like
and
an interesting week would be 1 week I was meeting with the Fox Locks group about the closing of the locks.
Okay.
Then I might meet with a group of mental health providers, for instance at Samaritan Counseling, to talk about the mental health crisis. I might have a meeting with somebody in the school district to talk about the state funding schools.
Okay.
So all sorts of things. I love learning about businesses and organizations in my district because if I understand them and their needs, I can advocate for them better in Madison.
Sure. That's
Yeah.
very, very helpful. So how are state rules made up and voted on by us versus how they're like laws that you guys pass?
So I'll
in
give
the
you
Senate?
I'll give you a local example.
Okay.
And I'll try to keep it short. I was approached by two members, a member of the Appleton Fire Department and the Appleton Police Department. They were interested in getting help passing a law that allows them to have a first responder go into what's called a hot scene. So if there was an active shooter, to go in and begin administering any life-saving care immediately. Formerly current law said that they had to clear that scene before anybody could go in and triage.
Okay.
So I worked with Adam Pazer at the fire department, Todd Peters at the police department for months. I mean, I'm talking like a year-long process to work with lawyers, to work with the Department of Justice, to work with local stakeholders to write a bill that would allow them to safely do that. So that bill passed the assembly floor. And then the governor signed it, and he did the signing actually at Appleton Fire Station, and
really?
now that is law.
Wow, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
that took a year? Seems like it should take like a couple days or something like
Well, you want to get it right. So
Right,
that's the
yeah.
thing, you want to get it right. So
Yeah.
we wanted to talk to ballistic experts and licensing experts and make sure we kept everybody safe. And my big thing is to make sure that laws or bills don't have unintended consequences, meaning their scope might expand to cover something that you didn't mean for it to cover.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you ever go to DC? Do you ever have to go to DC for?
No, I
For
could
work.
go to DC for like fun things. I mean, sometimes I get invited to the White House for things because
Okay.
I'm a seated Democratic legislator.
Okay.
But I'm not required to go to DC. None of my business is federal related.
Sure.
The only federal things we do is people sometimes will call our office and I'll say, that's actually something that the Baldwin office can help you with, or maybe it's a federal grant that they're having trouble with and we can help them navigate that.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about like political ads.
Yeah.
I mean, it's everybody's favorite thing out there, I know. So these PAC advertisers in election
Yeah.
years, you don't hear from them unless it's an election year. So what do they have any? Any rules that they cannot say, that they have to say, that they whatever? Because I mean, it seems like all these PAC advertisers do is slander, and they just slander the other side, and they don't tell what their side is in favor of. So can you number one, will the slandering ever stop? I feel like that should be a bill that should be passed.
Well, that would fall under campaign finance law. I'm actually on the Campaigns and Elections Committee at the state level. I would love to see campaign finance law to prohibit that. Unfortunately, there's something called a wall. So campaigns cannot coordinate with PACs.
Okay.
So we are unaware of what PACs are doing or saying. Sometimes people will say, oh, so-and-so's, they're attacking this other person, but if you look at it's called the attribution line, or it's like paid for, you want to look for that paid for line, because it'll say paid for, and it'll have a name of a PAC, and then you can Google them and you can look up and you can find out who's funding them and get a pretty good idea what the bias might be.
Sure.
It's not fun. It's unfortunate that we can't just focus on the issues and what people accomplish.
Right.
But I'm going to tell you, the reason that they do it is it's because it works. When they do surveys about campaigning, what messaging works, positive, neutral messaging, or negative messaging, unfortunately, you guys respond more to negative messaging. So
Find respond. I mean, I remember a lot of the things or whatever, but I feel like a lot of campaigns are not what the campaign stands for. It's what the other campaign is against.
Yeah, and I personally, my campaign, we do not fund any or do any mailers that are negative. We sometimes will do a compare contrast, but that's usually just on a voting record, not anything that's slanderous. I agree with you. I tend to tune out when I hear negative things. Mm-hmm. And honestly, you can say some pretty negative things that in a microcosm are actually true if you don't have the context.
Right, sure.
So sometimes that happens too, where somebody will say, Lee Snodgrass didn't support XYZ, and it's like, well, I actually did if you look at the whole picture, but I can see why they technically said that.
Sure. So what is along those PAC advertisers or whatever, what is the most false thing that anybody or campaign has said about you?
So last session, there was a mailer that went out that said that I was elite and out of touch, and it had a photo of me getting out of a limousine with a fur coat on and one of those long cigarette holders and holding a butler's hand or something. It was photoshopped. Obviously, I don't have a fur coat limousine.
Oh, that wasn't you?
No, it wasn't.
Aw.
It was so ludicrous that it was comical. And as I was knocking doors, there were people who would like yell out the door, "Where's your fur coat? Where's your limousine? Where's your chauffeur?"
Were your 101 Dalmatians?
Exactly.
Sounds like a Cruella de Vil thing.
I think that's what they were trying to do.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I guess my word to the viewers would be take a look at who's paying for all the mailers that you get.
Right.
And take it into the context. And honestly, I'll tell you this. If you are confused and concerned about something that's said about me, and I'm sure other candidates would feel the same way, contact the campaign. And we'd be happy to walk you through why they said that or what it's all about.
Yeah, that's really cool. So what is your favorite part of the job?
Oh my gosh.
Before you answer that, so when you walked in here today,
Yeah.
Nate, the meat cutter, was
Yeah.
like, I'm so glad to see a face that goes with the yard sign. So
Aw. I love
the
that.
bluish greenish
Yeah.
yard signs or whatever
Yeah.
that say Snodgrass for assembly. It is really cool for our viewers and employees and stuff like that to see a face with a name.
I'm just a normal person.
You're an actual person.
I'm an actual normal person.
Okay.
Just-
Not a monster or
Nope,
anything like that.
I shop at Jacob's Meat Market.
Yes. Okay, so what is your favorite part of the job?
My favorite part of the job, and I tell fourth grade classrooms this when I get to talk to them, is what I call adult field trips.
Okay.
Because really that's what this job is like. If I am curious about anything, myself or my staff can reach out and say, Representative Snodgrass would like to know more about this. A couple weeks ago, I toured Michael's quarry. I got to go in a truck down to the bottom of the quarry and learn all about the life of a quarry and what they do there. I've toured a massive dry cleaner facility, seeing how they run like hospital gowns and hospital bedding through thousands in a day.
Okay.
I love that part of the job because you get to, like I said, do
Those sound
adult
like
field
cool
trips.
field trips.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah. That's awesome. What is your? Yes, it's in the second to last aisle there.
Nice.
One more. Yep, that aisle. Should be on the right-hand side.
Nice.
In case you're wondering where the sugar is, it's the second to last aisle on the right-hand side. So what is your favorite Jacobs product? Speaking of being a Jacobs customer.
Okay, I have a lot.
You said it was going to be a surprise. So
I was going to surprise you.
Yes.
So I really love, and they're on special this week, the mushroom and Swiss brats.
Okay.
I think they're superior to all of your other brats. I'm sorry for other gummy bear brat lovers. I really love your smoked salmon, which is behind us.
Yes.
Delightful smoked salmon. It's better than any that I've ever tried. I very much enjoy the split pea soup in the wintertime.
Sure.
Has plenty of ham in it, if you like that. It's very delicious.
Yes.
And then this is not a Jacobs product, but it goes back to my childhood. They carry Lebanon bologna from Lebanon, Pennsylvania, which I used to eat as a child growing up in my Nana's kitchen. So every
Are you
once
from
in a while-
Pennsylvania?
Yes, I am.
You are? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I was born in Pennsylvania. I've lived in Wisconsin for a long time. I've lived in Appleton for 30 years. So
Okay.
I'm not a carpetbagger.
Okay. Okay. We'll just get that right out of the way there. Yes. Is there anything else that we should know about?
Oh, and your bacon.
And the bacon,
I'm sorry, the bacon.
Yeah.
Superior bacon.
Correct. Is there anything else we should know about Lee Snodgrass or about government that we did not cover? Because,
Sure.
As I said when we were muted before, I know very little about government, and this is very enlightening, and this is very, very informative for me and hopefully for the viewers as well, because I don't know that a lot of people know a ton about government, and I don't try to immerse myself in it either.
Well, it can be complex.
Yes.
I guess I would say this. The people who run for office are normal people. We have jobs, we have families, we have kids. We're not special or fancy. We're just normal people. The second thing is we work for you. I mean, you pay my salary, tax dollars pay my salary, and so it's really my job to listen and learn the needs of the district and try to help people navigate that. So we help people navigate unemployment insurance claims, licensing issues, grants that they may be applying for. Sometimes it's not even something that our office can help with, but we can connect them with who can help, the county, the federal government, et cetera. We're here to help, we're here to serve. I really like it. That's the fun part of the job too.
Do people say to you a lot, I pay your salary, so you need to listen to me, yeah?
Yes, they do.
Those are the negative people, I'm sure, out there.
I mean, people elect, I represent everybody,
Mm-hmm.
whether you voted for me or not, whether you agree with me or not. I do try to lead with the district in mind, but there are certain values and beliefs that I'm not going to compromise on.
Sure.
And I'm very honest about those. So if I got elected into office, people know what my views are. It shouldn't be a surprise that I stick by those views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were saying, you're just a regular person. So that
Yeah.
limo out there that you pulled up in,
Yeah. That's not for me.
That's not for you. Oh, okay. Do you like apples? I
love apples.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that about? Just in
curious.
general?
Yeah.
Okay, am I going to have to eat an apple?
No. Have you never seen the show before?
I didn't get to the end.
Okay. Where I make them all eat an apple? All right. Thank you very much for coming by.
Yeah,
I
it was
really,
so
really,
fun.
really
It was
appreciate
really,
it.
really
Yes,
fun.
yes.
Yeah. Thanks,
yes, I
everybody.
knew that we were going to have a good time, and
Yeah.
you're a real person, and it's not like.
Can I plug this shirt?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so I wore this shirt. This is another small business in Appleton, Amano Prints and Threads. If you know, you know. It's not Brat Summer, it's Brat Summer. And that's why we're at Jacobs.
Got it. All right, we will be right back.
And we have audio.
Well, we do, yes. Thank you.
This time we
Thank
have
you.
audio. Very nice.
Just
interview.
got to be a longer show,
Yeah.
apparently.
And I got to hear it twice.
Yes.
'Cause I got to hear
right.
it. Yeah.
Did she say the same thing twice?
No, neither one of you did.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which doesn't
I knew what
surprise
her
me.
answers were. That's why I didn't need to ask her again.
That's true.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes. That was a great interview.
And she had lots of items that are her favorites.
Yes. She's still naming them off.
She's shopping right now.
Yes, right.
Speaking of things, I got your meat market mailer.
You did. You
This
got one of
morning.
those.
I
Yes.
got one of those this morning.
Yes, you did.
With today's specials, this week's specials.
Really? How did you sign up for that?
I signed up for it. I don't know. I think you put me on the list.
I probably did.
But what is it? Because it comes every Wednesday.
Yes, so it comes every Wednesday, and it gives you the weekly specials that are Wednesday through Saturday, and then the Sunday one. Did you get one on
I
Sunday?
got one on Sunday.
You did. Okay.
That had
So what did that
multiple
have?
things.
Did
that
that
had
have?
the lunch menu for this week, so I could make my plans.
Of course.
And it had the Monday, Tuesday specials. in it,
Right.
Which aren't at your website on Sunday when I get the email.
Correct.
They do show up on Monday.
That's
because
why you
they're the
need to
Monday.
be on the Meat Market
Yeah,
mailer.
because you get a little heads up on that.
Correct.
Make some
Correct.
plans.
Yes.
But I'm part of this club.
Yeah, you don't know how you signed up?
I don't know how I signed up.
Well, I probably went to jacobsmeatmarket.com, which is our website, and on the right-hand side, I entered your email address,
You
and
have
then I
my
clicked
email
submit,
address, so that was my
and then
error.
boom. Gotcha.
No,
There's
I
the
look
hook.
forward to these.
Like this right here. Yeah.
And then you wonder why I'm here all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So anybody can sign up? What's the cost?
Yeah, it's free.
Oh, that's
It's free through the end of the year.
Through the end of the year.
Yeah.
Then what happens?
Find
You
out
might
next year.
double the price, right?
We might. We might slash it in half.
Moving right along,
Yes.
we should probably go over this week's specials.
Yeah, we should.
But we can't unless you have a joke for me.
All right, I've got. I think it's a joke.
And I haven't heard this. We didn't go over it.
Right, right. But you saw it on my phone.
I haven't read it though.
What do you call a kid fortune teller who ran away from school?
What do you call a kid fortune teller that ran away from school?
Small, medium, at large.
Small, medium, and large. I'm not even going to say mine because
Okay. I think you should.
mine's terrible compared.
It
to
is.
Yeah, small, medium, and large. Why are piggy banks so wise?
So wise.
So wise.
Because they're full of sense.
Common sense.
Common sense. Oh,
Common
yes.
sense.
Is that the first one I've ever gotten?
We'll give it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll give
and
it
we
to
didn't
you.
even go over that.
We didn't go over it. No, but you read it right there.
I did not.
Sure.
Otherwise, I would have said common sense.
I have a button here that says
Yes.
specials. My first button says Braunschweiger. Is it
Braunschweiger.
smoked?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So we have Jacob's Own smoked Braunschweiger on sale for $5.49 a pound.
Now this is the very long
Yep.
sausage.
Yep. They're about
shape.
4 to 4.5 pounds per length, but you
Does
can
anybody
get.
buy the whole thing?
Yeah.
Have I asked this before?
I'm not sure.
Probably.
I wasn't listening. If you did.
What'd you say?
What? Yeah. So you don't have to buy the whole thing. You can buy just a 1-inch slice or a couple slices that we slice by hand, or you can buy a pound or 5 pounds or whatever.
I
you'd
use it
like
on
to buy.
sandwiches, so I asked for like 3 slices.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, and we can do that. And because
stuff.
it would smear on the actual deli slicer, we just slice it by hand, which we're happy to do.
Yeah, no one's ever argued. Oh,
Well-
no one's ever complained.
Well, not in
To
front
my
of your
face.
Yeah, not in front of your face. Yeah.
So $5.49 a pound.
correct.
Is that a good price?
That's a great price. Yes.
It's a great price.
Yeah.
Especially for such a fantastic product.
Correct. Yes.
I do. Is there something else you can do with it besides make a sandwich with it? Because that's what I do with it.
That's what a lot of people do
Yeah.
with it. Yes. We have a Braunschweiger spread there as well.
I haven't tried that.
No, it's delicious. If you like the Braunschweiger, the
On a
Braunschweiger
sandwich
spread
or
would be
crackers?
crackers.
Crackers.
Crackers or veggies.
Because I'm really hooked on the pepperoni with crackers at the moment.
Oh yeah.
But maybe
Don't
I'll
switch
move
to
over.
that.
Don't
Yeah,
switch.
don't switch to that until you get sick of the pepperoni.
Some sort of pork.
Yes, we have some lean and meaty pork steak on sale for $1.99 a pound for regular cut or thick cut.
Do I see that?
You are right where the pork chops normally are.
Where the pork chops normally
Yes.
are. Okay.
Yes.
$1.99.
Yeah, they're normally $3.99 a pound.
That's a
so
great
we're,
price.
Yeah, so we're probably going to sell a couple pounds this week.
Probably a couple pounds.
Yeah.
But you can also get fatty and bony, apparently.
People always say, oh, the lean and meaty ones, I don't want those. I want the fatty and bony ones, which is just a joke.
Oh, it's just
So,
a joke?
Yeah. Yeah, so we don't really have the fatty and bony ones
you don't
unless
have
you
them.
really want
If
them
you
for
really
a
want them,
dollar
we'll
more
sell
a
you a
pound.
dollar more.
Yes.
So none of them have bones.
They do have bones.
They do have bones.
Yes.
Well, that would
Yes,
be kind of
it's-
bony.
So it's cut from a pork butt.
Okay.
So
Pork
we
butt
cut.
a pork butt is not from the butt of the pork.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's from the shoulder. Yes.
For some reason.
Correct. Yes. So yeah, normal price is $3.99 and on sale for $1.99 a pound. So stock up. Yes.
I'm going to end the show right now so I can go shopping.
Okay.
Chicken thighs.
Yes, we have fresh, boneless and skinless chicken thighs for $3.99 a pound.
Are those they?
Those are they.
Those
yes.
are they.
Yes.
They
A lot of
look-
people love skewering those, and then putting them on the grill, marinating them, putting them on the grill, or they
Kebab-like?
Yeah.
Kebab-like.
Yep. Very much so. Or they use it instead of chicken breasts, in recipes, baking them or sautéing
Skinless
them.
and boneless?
Yes.
Skinless and boneless.
Yeah. Yeah. A
they're
lot of
ready
people
to
like
cook.
the dark meat.
Ready to cook.
Exactly.
Most excellent.
Yes.
I mean, they look cookable. They don't look edible at the moment. but
Right.
They certainly
right.
look cookable.
Yes. Yeah. Give it a couple minutes in the pan.
I've got a haddock here.
Yes,
I've got a
so
haddock.
we have frozen wild haddock loins are $13.99 a pound.
Door number 3?
Door number 3,
Door
yes.
number 3.
Yes, I think it's the third shelf from the bottom on the right-hand side.
On the right-hand side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, do they come in 1 pound loins?
So they're not 1 pound loins. They're about 3 to 5 ounces a piece.
Okay.
So there are probably 6 or 8 in a package.
So they come in
a
a package.
vacuum sealed
Okay.
package. Yeah. Yeah.
Now I want fish. Now I
Yes.
want fish.
Yes. That's what we use for a holy haddock when it's on.
Oh,
when
that's
on
why
the
it's so
menu.
good.
Yes.
Because you're using
definitely.
the wild
loins.
haddock loins.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they're wild. They're not farm raised or
right.
anything.
Which I prefer.
Yes.
I doubt there's any difference. I just kind of like to think they were wild.
Right.
Beef stew meat.
Yes, USDA choice beef stew meat, $9.99 a pound. I accentuate the USDA choice, yes, because it's not as chewy as like a cow stew meat or lesser grade.
It's higher quality.
Higher quality, correct.
And more tender.
Yes,
tenderer,
exactly.
as it were.
Yes, exactly.
Can you use those on a kebab as well?
I wouldn't prefer it, but some people do.
Okay.
If you marinate it, it can work pretty well on a kebab. They're great in the not the air fryer. What's the other one?
The slow cooker, the Instant Pot.
Instapot, yeah. Is it Instapot or Instant Pot?
Instant Pot is correct, but we have said we're going to say Instapot because we have audience members who like it when we say that.
Right. It really gets them going.
$9.99 a pound, but you can get just a half a pound,
Yeah,
quarter pound.
you can get it however much you'd like. So between the breaks here, we were talking with Lee, and she was saying that she's
kids are away at college.
She can't go through a full pound, and she
was talking about bacon.
Yeah, yep. And I said, well, why don't you just get 4 or 6 or 8 slices? And she's like, you can do that? And I said, yeah,
That's
just
what
like
I do.
yeah, right. So just like that, you can get half pound of stew meat or however much you need
I have
for
5
your
pieces
needs.
of stew meat.
Sure, we'll do that for you.
Count out 5.
Yeah, just be sure that Max doesn't wait on you, because I don't know if he can count to 5.
Oh, well, we'll find out as soon as the show's over.
Okay.
Some kind of cheese. No, he's not listening.
He must not be listening. Yeah, thank you. So we have buttery Widmer's specialty brick cheese on sale for $6.99 a pound.
I've not yet had the brick cheese.
You haven't?
When this is over, I'm going to get a sample.
It's delicious.
Apparently, it's buttery.
Yes, it's our number 1 seller, actually.
Really?
Number 1 selling deli cheese.
So everyone knows about this cheese.
Everybody but you, yeah.
Everyone.
It's made down in Teresa, Wisconsin.
So brick cheese is like, it's not, but it's like saying cheddar cheese, Swiss cheese, brick cheese.
It's a style
type
of
of cheese.
Correct. Yep.
Is it a white cheese? A cheese?
It's a yellow. It's not orange. It's just like
Buttery
a yellow
color.
Yeah,
perhaps.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Does it taste like butter?
It tastes more like cheese than butter, but it's like a buttery cheese.
A buttery cheese.
Yeah.
When you said buttery, I thought it was texture.
Right. No, it's not. It's a cheese, but it has hints of butter in it.
I will try it,
Yes, you should.
and I'll let you know what I think.
Yes.
You have some brats of the week
Yes.
this week.
Next is the brats of the week.
This got a mention already,
Yes.
thanks
Yes.
to Lee, because
Right.
this is her favorite product of the store.
Right. Yeah.
If she had to choose only one, this was it.
Apparently, yes. $4.69 a pound for our mushroom and Swiss brats.
Superior to all the other varieties of brats.
That's a quote.
apparently. Yes.
That's a quote. Yes.
Almost verbatim, but I don't think it was.
Right.
perfect.
It was close enough.
But that's what she meant.
Put it on the sign.
That's what she meant.
Yes. Yeah, they're one of my favorites as well. It's got the mushrooms in there, dehydrated mushrooms, as well as the Swiss cheese.
And it's a pork brat.
And it's a pork brat.
Pork
Yep.
brat with mushrooms and cheese.
Yep. It's delicious. It's really, really good.
I like mushrooms. I
Yes.
like Swiss cheese, and I like the brats.
Sure. There you go.
There you go. And then you have a very special brat.
Yes. Next is our Euro brat, made with lamb.
It's from Europe? A Euro
Close.
brat? Okay.
Close. Yeah. Gyro.
Oh, one of those.
Not Euro.
That kind of Euro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So $7.69 a pound, which is $3 more a pound than the mushroom and Swiss brats.
And that's
But
because
it's made with lamb.
No, it's not the lambs we had on the show.
It's not.
No, those
she
are
contacted me
grazers,
about
yeah.
Yes, right. So yeah, it's made with ground lamb, which obviously raises the price. The price of beef versus lamb versus pork. So it's $7.69 a pound.
And so it's a lamb brat. What kind of spices?
Euro spices.
Euro spices.
Yeah. So some people, what they do is they cut it out of the casing and they brown it up like hamburger, like you would
you go.
hamburger, and then they put it on is it a pita?
Pita bread.
A pita bread with some tzatziki sauce on it. And that
This is brilliant.
Yes, that's way
That is
easier than
brilliant.
buying the lamb, cooking the lamb,
yeah.
Slicing it and everything. So it's really, really good. It's become pretty popular.
I might have to try that.
You
That's
should.
a very good idea. Very
should.
Good idea. Well, I like your specials this week. You've done a good job.
Yes, finally.
You had specials last week, I imagine.
We did.
We just weren't here to
They were
talk
sent
about
out?
them. They were sent out. I
Yes.
did get the email,
You did.
but we didn't get to tell everyone about
Right. Right. That's why sales were down.
them. We're sales down.
No.
No. Should I go over special days? I
Yes.
brought some with me.
Yeah.
Would you like
Yeah,
to hear
I
them?
would. I would
You're going to like
that.
the first one.
I might.
The first one is
I
this
usually like
Friday.
'em.
This Friday, August 16th, National Tell a Joke Day. You think you'll participate in
Oh.
that?
Somebody might repeat my joke.
somebody might. I've forgotten your joke. That's a very long one to repeat. You have some
Yeah.
shorter ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have some repeatable jokes.
Yes.
This Sunday, August 18th, is National Ice Cream Pie Day.
Ooh.
I've had ice cream cake. I don't know that I've ever had an ice cream pie. Not that I'm against it.
Right.
It's ice cream.
You might have to look up a recipe for that.
I might have to go somewhere that sells them.
Yeah, right. Call around.
I can look up recipes.
Frio might have something like that.
Ice cream pie?
Yeah.
Well, they have ice cream, so even if
Yeah.
they don't, I win.
Yeah, right.
And
Put it on a pie shell.
This coming Monday, August 19th, is National Potato Day.
Oh.
You like potatoes?
I do.
Yeah, me too.
Meat and potatoes.
I didn't know they had a day for potatoes, but apparently they do.
They do now.
You had mentioned earlier that you'd like to do another contest. We didn't
Yes.
do one last week.
Right. Correct.
What should the prize be?
The prize should be one of those Jacob's Meat Market Wiener shirts.
Oh, I'm just here for the wieners?
Yes.
Just here for the wieners.
Yep.
I have one.
What do you
of those.
think?
Yeah, I have one.
You have one of those?
I do have one.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever wear it?
I do wear it.
Yeah. Okay.
I do wear it. Because, I'm just here for the wieners.
Right. They've
you have
become
one of
quite
those?
popular. I do. I have two.
They are popular.
Yes.
Lee wanted to wear one, but she already had the brat one on.
Right. And she didn't want somebody to take a picture of her and
There's
put it on a
Photoshop.
postcard.
There's Photoshop.
Yeah, right.
To enter this contest, what do you do?
Comment in Facebook or YouTube wherever you're watching
Wherever
this
you're
video.
watching.
Yes. Did we tell them? Did we go over what we wanted to? Oh,
No, we haven't said a word.
okay.
In fact, we're muted.
We that made me look. So what my idea was to Lee Snodgrass is a pretty big deal around here.
Yes.
Are there other guests that you would like us to bring on the show?
Yeah, I
somebody from another business, somebody from political, somebody that is just a really interesting person, like 100-year-old person. Bring them on here.
So
we could ask some
suggestions.
Yes, suggestions. Of who you
Recommendations
would like.
for guests.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. Why don't you just say that?
We do have good guests on.
We do. Yes. The best.
The best.
Right.
I think I mentioned, see if you can get, because I know Lee shops here. I said, see if
Right.
you can get Lee. And she said, you said, oh yeah,
Yeah.
she'll do it.
Yeah.
It was that easy.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I was like, well, she's a customer of ours, a very good customer of ours, and she's in the area, so I'm sure she would do it. So.
And she did.
She was. Yeah.
I was there.
She was ecstatic to do
I
it.
heard both the interviews.
You do. All right.
That's all I've got.
That's all you got?
Are
Okay.
we going to be back next week?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, let's do it.
I guess that's-
All right, wait, are you
that's-
going to be in town or out of
I'm
town?
gonna be in town.
Oh, okay.
Are you
I haven't
gonna- I
checked
don't
your
care if you're
schedule,
gonna be in
so
town.
yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. Probably be better without
In fact,
me.
you're
But-
probably about to say we'll be back again next week.
Well, only if I
Give it a
read what
try.
I... Yeah,
Give it a
right,
try.
okay, all right. Thank you very much for watching this episode of BSTV. We will be back again next week. Look at that, with another live broadcast. Please like this video and consider subscribing to our... just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Better yet, come in and visit us at the corner of Law and Pacific in Appleton, Wisconsin, where we are open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m.
They could do both. They could subscribe and they could come in.
Yes, that would be great.
Yeah, we're overflowing with subscribers. But
Right.
There's always room for more.
Always room on the
Always room for
bandwagon,
more.
yes.
We will
Yes.
see you next week.
Have a great week.